morning, YouTube. It's Michael with One Choice at a Time. Make the right choice, one choice at a time, and the rest is easy. Alright, today I'm going to give you a little lesson in buying a used car. Now this car right here is a Ferrari. Used Ferrari from the toy store. The toy store is a car dealership full of exotic sports cars. Hence the name Toy Store. Alright, the main thing when you're buying a car, first thing you want to do is, let me turn this fan off real quick. Sorry, my nose is running. I was just watching the video Journey faithfully. I'm a sucker for romance. Anyways, alright, first thing you want to do is you want to check the gaps. All the gaps. The door jambs, the hood, all the lines on the car, the bumper. Alright, look, I'm going to show you real quick. Now check out this hood. Look at the gap on the hood. See how tight it is? Here, where it meets the headlight. And then you can follow it all the way up. See how uneven it is? And then the gap on the hood, right here. You can get your fingernail under the hood, between the hood and the headlight. And then you follow the gap against the bumper. See the gap there between the bumper and the hood and the headlight? And then you follow it, and look at this side. This side, the hood is touching the bumper. And then follow the gap, the big gap on the headlight. Huge gap. And then look how the hood dips down. It dips down on the fender. And then you look on this side and it's above the fender. Now obviously this car has been in a wreck. Now they brought it here, they sold it to a customer, and I guess the customer complained about some damage on the quarter panel. And we sanded the paint off here, and we found about, I'd say, a half an inch of Bondo. Half an inch of Bondo once we sanded the paint down to do our small repair. So you can tell right away this car's been wrecked. And I guarantee the toy store didn't tell the customer that. Why would they? And usually on these expensive exotic cars, the people that buy them have cash. They have money. Of course they have money. So when they get in a wreck, they're not going to do an insurance claim. Why would they raise their rates if they have the cash? So they're going to avoid the Carfax on it too. So when you run the VIN and do a Carfax on it, it's not going to show that it's been in an accident because they paid cash. The only way it'll show it's been in an accident if it's taken back to the dealer or if it has an insurance claim on it. That's the only two ways it's going to show on a Carfax if it's been wrecked or not. So you have to pay close attention to the gaps. Make sure they're nice and even. Nice and even. The bumper, the hood, the trunk, the lights. Check all the gaps. Check all the gaps. Very important to check the gaps. Make sure they're even and consistent on both sides. And the more expensive the car, the better the quality, the better the consistency on the gap. Most German cars, you could roll a ball bearing down the gap. It's so tight and so perfect. German and I wouldn't say Italian cars, because Italian cars aren't what they're all cracked up to be. You know, the technology isn't as sound as Germans. I'd say the best cars on the market are German cars. The Germans are the most particular and the most quality-oriented car companies in the world. I mean, just think about it. Porsche, Mercedes, BMW. Um, they're just a step above. And then, let me give you another tip. When you're going to, when you're gonna go check, the next thing you want to do is check in the door jambs. Now, a big hint for finding out if the car's been in a wreck or not is go in the door jambs. Open the doors, look at the rubbers, make sure there's no overspray, you know, from a repair. Check the moldings around the windows and make sure there's not any trace of paint. You can pop the hood, pop the trunk. I'm telling you, if you want to get money off the car, when you're going to buy a car, you want to get money off, you want to find out what you're buying, you go and you look at the bolts. Open the trunk. Here we have a Q60 twin turbo. Open the hood, open the trunk. Now look close. See this bolt? That's not original. That's not original bolt. Plus, if you look really close, you can see the outline of a bolt of the washer. There's a little ring that a ring around the collar. You can see. That means it's been adjusted. There's no reason to adjust these deck lids or doors, bumpers, anything. If the car's never been wrecked, it won't have that. There's no need to adjust the deck lid. And like, look at this car. See the gaps? See the gap? The gap on here, it's sticking out. This car's been in a wreck. Check the jam. Check the jams. You can tell this door's popped out. It's not seated all the way. Open the door. Come in the jams. Come in the jams. Check the bolts. See if there's any scratches on the bolts, on the bolt heads. Make sure there's no scratches or overspray. See the paint overspray? You can tell right away it's been in a wreck. Check the gaskets, check the glass, check the moldings. Look for anything that's been disturbed. Look behind the rubber. Look at the rocker. Gap in the rocker. Now, when you go to the dealer and they tell you, oh, this car's perfect, nothing wrong with it, it was just a trade-in, they were trading up, and then you take them to task. You go over to the car, you tell the salesman to give you a minute, and you and your buddy or you by yourself go around and scrutinize the car. Pop the hood, check to see if any bolts are missing, any gaps are off, any bolts are scratched. Make sure that the bolts have paint on them. They're not scratched. There's no rings that show that it's been adjusted. and you should be all right as far as the body goes. I'll make another video and tell you how to check the motor, the tranny, rear end, front end, and make sure that the car drives down the road decent. Anyways, that's my 2 cents, and good luck. This is Michael with One Choice at a Time, and I'm out.